Recording. Things are getting a little hairy at the moment now in the city of Barvelin. I mean, we all got together after we met this tiefling lady of the night at the end and started to buy. Oh, 1 second. Hold up. I'm pausing for a sec. For some reason I'm not picking up my voice.
Also, it's the city of Albasta. You named the whole region.
Oh, sorry. I'm just seeing the region.
You're fine.
Test. I don't know why. I think I'm picking up my. There we go. Now it's picking up my voice. Anyway, so in any case, we're at the city and things were going a little haywire with this tiefling lady of the night we had, and well, needless to say, she was rescued by some daring masked superhero, which I know so amply named Dayman. No idea who that could be. But in any case, after speaking with her, we soon discovered that we probably should go down to the watch houses to figure out what's going on with those who were arrested. We made our way down, and there we discovered, after speaking to the policeman, the City Watch, I should say. I don't know what a policeman is. That seems like a modern day thing. Future. But in any case, yeah, we spoke with them and the captain, and apparently, they were kind of open talking with us, but we got a bit of a vibe from Candy's little invisible friend, Sylph, who basically said didn't trust the cop man. So I decided to sneak back in to see if we could figure out where they were put those criminals that Dayman had arrested. Well, upon finding it, we found out that I found the piece of paper that was redacted. Luckily, I was able to sneak in with Candy's help, too, who apparently launched a bunch of fireworks, creating a big noise. But after reading the papers, we were able to also discover that feller that Miss Evelyn is not too happy with, it has something to do with her past, apparently is kind of like in charge and seems to be working for the slavers. So we decided to split up and see what we could find out on our own. Einar apparently did something rather brave and decided to go in there and pretend to be a criminal organizer for that group that's after our people, after us, the one we beat up and found that emblem for. But yeah, after like a bit of a this and that, he was able to trick the man and think that he worked for this organization and wanted him to carry around the pendant to make sure that, you have this, you'll be good. Apparently he did that so we'd be able to detect object to see if he's in his office or not. That, of course, is relying that he keeps it on him, but we'll see what happens when the time comes. Now we're all getting ourselves ready together, and we will soon be ready to move forward and protect this land and beat up bad guys and beat up the slavers and make this place just better for everybody. I think I got it all.
Yeah, pretty much. At least from what I can remember anyways.
I mean, anything else I meant that I think was just fluff with Candy and Marcus?
Yeah. I believe we left off with everyone heading back towards the end.
I think we were at the end, actually, because we discussed this with the party already.
Yeah. No, at the end, yeah.
Yeah.
It is currently mid-afternoon after you, Aina, had this conversation. What are y'all doing?
Well, I guess Marcus would go around. So anyways, with your plan there, Einar, oh, Miss Aurelia, hello, there you are. You had a good sleep?
Yes, I was exhausted.
Clearly.
God.
It happens.
I almost want to meme it with Marcus going, really, were you out all that? Try to make her look like she was Dayman. But a bit of a long night, I take it, yeah?
Yeah, where have y'all been?
Well, we had a heck of a time. We were going out looking after the cops, trying to figure out what was going on with the. Well, I can't remember. Were you here when you met our tiefling lady of the night, who I cannot remember the name of because I didn't write it down?
Yes, I remember her.
Sherry.
Cherry, thank you. I'm going to add that before I forget. Yeah, well, Cherry and everything was a bit interesting. We apparently went down there to house to arrest those people, but they apparently weren't there. I mean, it seems like they're kind of like redacted from their locations. Yeah. And other stuff, it'd be a bit hard to actually place now that I say it out loud.
Uh-huh.
But, Anar, did you want to explain the plan we came up with?
Oh, sorry, my mind was elsewhere for a moment. Yes, I made a very, very brave move and spoke with William Beck. And I gave him a pendant, a gone pendant, which Lucia has seen, as well as everybody but you. But that doesn't have an effect on our plan. Lucia is going to use locate object outside of the building in which his office lies. If we detect that that object is not in there, within the building, we're going to have you break in and rifle around his office a bit, see if you can find any good information. Perhaps something that might free our other guard captain, or perhaps something that might incriminate Mr. Beck. Ideally, also something about the other slaves and slavers to the west, if he has anything to do with them, which I believe he does, based off of my discussion with a few other people in high places. Yes.
Alright. When are we going?
Then, Marcus, if you wish to go in with her to search the office, you can. Alternatively, if we detect him as he's leaving, perhaps one of you can follow him and see where he goes.
Well, I mean, I'm good. I could follow him in. I guess it depends if Mr. Really wants some backup inside the building in case something goes wrong, or would prefer me go hunt down the man.
I'm fine either way, Marcus.
I mean, what do you think then, Arnar? I mean, I'm easy.
Well, whoever wishes.
Boy, are we a decisive group.
Do we
I
need to flip a
think-
coin?
I think, Marcus, you should follow him. And Aurelia, you break into the office.
Very well.
Because I imagine you're probably relatively decent with breaking locks in case that needs to be done, Aurelia. Or maybe I'm stereotyping, I don't know.
I think you may be stereotyping.
Do we need to get you thieves' tools?
No, I have a set.
Then I'm not stereotyping.
Yes, but
well,
I'm trying to teach you not to assume. It's quite rude.
Mark just looks back and forth between them. Interesting. I suppose I should probably go meditate to see if I can increase my ability to stealth myself then.
Yes, you do that.
Okay, I'll see you guys in an hour. Marcus just like cross legs in his room and starts meditating.
Alrighty.
So,
What are
I
the two
will
you
ma-
gonna do? Yeah, go ahead and make your check.
yeah, I was about to do 21. I am now expertise in stealth.
Nice.
I'm gonna need it.
What are the rest, the two of you doing in that hour?
Looking at Einar. Did you really go and speak directly to him?
Yes.
Are you trying to get killed?
No.
Could have fooled me.
It's quite alright, the plan worked.
With no hiccups?
None that I could detect. He was a very hard man to read. But I'm pretty positive that my deceit was well enough for him to not be able to read me either.
You don't seem quite a deceitful person to me.
Why not?
Just don't feel that you are.
You got something on your shirt, by the way.
What? No, I don't. Are you really going to try to roll that on me?
Yeah.
So I guess
Yeah.
it's insight to go against deception, correct?
Yep.
Oops, I hit twice, sorry.
And failed both.
She looks down. What? No, I don't.
Ah, gotcha. It's the oldest trick in the scroll.
She looks at him and she is clearly not amused. And simply rolls her eyes. When do we leave?
Well, I assume once Marcus is done with his meditations, we can leave then. I'm not sure when this man leaves his office, though. How long do these scrolls last?
That I don't know.
Locate object.
10
minutes.
Crystal. Yeah, Crystal doesn't have locate object yet. Does Lucy have locate object memorized, or are we gonna have to wait till the next day?
She does not have it right now.
We got scrolls for it, though.
Oh yeah, you picked up the scrolls.
We have 2.
Which Lucia can cast at will, so that's okay.
Not at will, but
Well, yeah, they have the spell, so they can cast without any checks.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I meant.
oh,
Perhaps we should wait closer to the nighttime?
I mean, probably at least the evening, Marcus says as he's just kind of still sitting meditating.
Yeah, I prefer the shadows when I'm breaking into a place. And darkness.
okay. Are you? Well, there's like another 4 hours before Marcus's rest till like evening. So, is there anything any of you wanted to do within that 4
Aurelia?
hours?
Would you like more shurikens?
Well, I'm never going to say no to that.
Okay, I'm gonna go try to smith some mithril shurikens.
You're gonna do it in the middle of the fucking street again?
We'll go in the alleyway and do it. Actually, yeah, no, I'll do it in the alleyway.
Okay.
Actually, I find it funny, Nano, because I was thinking the other day that'd be funny if Marcus borrowed your forge for a bit so he could build his own sun shurikens for his caveman outfit.
Some shurikens.
That's hilarious.
Instead of his batarangs, he's got his his sunarangs.
Oh my god.
Ah, yes, 57 bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
Oh.
Oops. I need to roll that.
Alright, let me... Where the fuck? Oh, here they are. Yikes.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you spend the 2 hours trying to craft, I believe, mithril shurikens.
Yes.
And unfortunately, to no avail.
You know, this forge is very unusual to work with.
You're also working in the alley. Yeah, just like the people walking by, disturbing you the entire time. You waste some material because of it. You don't think that working in an alleyway is perhaps a good environment? Didn't you fail last time working in the alleyway, or like just barely succeeded?
It was like a failure by one. It wasn't a nat one, but it was
Yeah.
hardly a failure. But that one was in the evening, and he was trying to be quiet.
Yeah.
So once the hour's gone, though, Marcus walks out of his room with his transparent skin again.
With his what?
His body is see-through when he does this. Kind of like a ghost. Hello, Miss Roy. How you doing?
And she's just looking, and there's no denial. She's never seen anything like this, and she's just kind of, did you get killed?
Huh? Oh no!
Him.
I guess that's right. You weren't here last time I did that. No, apparently when I like concentrate on my stealth, I'm a little see-through.
Huh. That seems like that'd be very handy, actually.
I mean, it does make me harder to detect.
I bet. That's very fascinating. You may have to show me how you do this.
I could try my best. I mean, honestly, I never was able to do it before until just recently.
Oh. Still impressive.
Oh, thank you. I mean, the funny thing is, every time I try to do a skill, something different seems to happen to me, so I'm getting used to them.
Well, I think Einar is out with his forge still.
Huh. He's doing it in the alleyway and everything?
Dedicated.
Doesn't seem very hygienic.
I don't think that matters.
Einar walks in. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because there's so many people watching.
Are you having performance issues with your forge?
It's just a little distracting.
Couldn't quite heat it up proper.
Easier.
Something of that nature.
God.
Well, I guess we got a few hours to wait before we go. So one of us go over there just to kind of camp the place out there in case it leaves early?
It's
I
now
don't think
like
that's necessary.
it's now around very early evening. You can still see the sun around like just before
Sunset?
dusk. Yeah, sunset.
Now we should leave.
I mean, it'll take us a bit to get there.
After you.
Okay, Marcus will walk out the front door.
Okay. You see,
Oh, sorry.
oh, go on. No, go on.
Do you think people try to walk through him when he's like that?
I don't think they even notice. I didn't notice the first time. Marcus, you're a ghost.
Huh? Oh, come on, Anar. You saw this last time.
Yes, I know. It's a little weird. He does weird things.
I mean, heck, last time my tongue went silver.
Yes, the tongue. Silver tongue. Well, shall we be on our way?
Sounds like a plan.
Yes. Do we need to go get Ushi?
Pardon?
Lucius following along.
Oh, Lucy is behind us yet.
Okay.
Come on, Lucy. We're going to need you. I kind of like the fact that we're like right now using Lucy as kind of like a divining rod.
I'm gonna use my cloak of billowing and stick it over my face like a ninja. Put my
Okay.
bear hood up.
You see that as you go outside, the streets are a lot more sparse than during the early day. A lot of people are kind of hurrying, either, finishing up if they're still open for, well, business, and basically finishing up work and carrying on home, getting any groceries or whatever they might need for the day, whether or not it's still open. You see a few people still packing up and things like that, but people are trying to basically get done before sunset. So you make your way over towards the guard station, I believe.
Yeah, where he was, where Becker was, where Beck.
As you all make your way down towards the guardhouse, well, the section of the guardhouse where William Beck was seen, and where his office was located. Standing outside of the walls, you see a pair of guards currently standing watch outside, just on the inside of the compound. So what are you doing?
Psst. Crystal, do you detect anything yet? Oh wait, you probably should use the spell scroll first. I mean, Lucia, you detect anything?
She can't speak.
She's typing.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, she won't be able to speak for the game.
Oh, fair enough. Oh yeah, like it's right listening in. I did not see that.
She doesn't know. Does she cast the spell?
She can cast it from the scroll, yes. If you hand her one.
I assumed she
have
had
it?
both of them already. Who's got the
Not
scrolls?
in her sheet.
Who has the scrolls? Let me look.
I mean, you're the one who bought them, so
I'm pretty
either
sure
you
you
have
bought
them or Lucia.
I bought them, but I never put them in my sheet because I thought Lucia was going to put them in hers.
Fair enough.
I don't think you said two.
Well, there you have it. She has 2 scrolls.
Okay.
Locate object. That was my bad.
Now you're gonna make me import things. But while I do that, she casts locate object as she pulls open the scroll, unbinding it from the little twine that kind of holds it, just kind of rolled up. And as she kind of reads from the arcane glyphs themselves, in what is seemingly a kind of a very mixed arcane tongue, one suited for magic, you see the inscriptions and the writing on the scroll light up with this kind of soft blue light as it completely lights up all the way as she's reading from it. And when she finishes, it kind of there's a small pulse of blue light before the scroll kind of rolls back up and slowly just just immediately disintegrates into this kind of quick burst of not quite flame, more kind of just this kind of disintegration into dust. And as she does, her eyes kind of glow a soft blue for a moment as she kind of looks towards the direction of the guardhouse, mainly towards the office.
Well, I think he's still in there, or at least whatever it is in the building still.
Marcus Aurelia, could you see that he's in the room?
I mean, do you want to do that, Aurelia, or should I?
It doesn't matter to me.
I mean, from here. I point at his office. That's his office.
No! Let me look. Do I see anything with a 22 passive, or should I roll?
Go ahead and make me roll.
26.
From what you can see, just from observing from below, and you do have a kind of a okay look into the window. You don't seem to see him. It doesn't cover the entire room. It only covers his desk.
To that extent, would I just be able to walk up a wall to get a better view?
Yeah, you can walk up a wall, and even as you do so and look into the room, which, even though you have the window, it's kind of missing like a corner, but you get a majority of the room and you can see his desk because the window just kind of looks into the room.
Yeah.
And yeah, so you don't see him sitting at the desk.
Gotcha. So he's not sitting at his desk, which is the... Okay, I can look down, it's like he's not at his desk!
Well, I guess we can go inside and see if we can find him, so that way you can follow him and I can go into his office.
Sure, we'll both head in to see what we can find.
Be sure you have an exit strategy. I didn't. I just figured I'd grow large and run out the window.
I mean, in my case... Yeah... I should be. I think we're okay, right? We're pretty speedy people. We could probably just bolt out of there if necessary.
Mm-hmm. We'll be fine.
As Marcus can move 135 feet or 25 feet in one round.
Right, I can at least teleport.
Yeah, yeah, we'll both be gone before anything happens.
So you're both making your way.
Yeah, I guess so.
You see, kind of looking around, and for you, Marcus, looking down into the compound now that you're like on a roof nearby. You see there are a few guards kind of within the compound itself. Definitely not as much as you saw during the daytime where you guys were. And definitely, Einar, when this information is relayed to you, definitely not as many as you saw here. But you'll still have to sneak in.
Now, question. I don't suppose Lucia has enhanced ability prepared. I'm assuming not, but I'm going to ask regardless.
I will check. She's not.
Figured. Would have been nice one of us to have advantage on stealth. Okay, who's going to roll first?
I'll go first.
Damn.
You fail. Spectacular. No.
I think we're pretty good with 31 and 21.
Yeah. As you make your way around into the alleyway in between the compound walls and another building, and kind of clamber your way up. Actually, go ahead and make me either athletics or acrobatics check as well.
Yeah, acrobatics.
Okay. Easily kind of helping each other up, leaping from like between the compound wall and... Actually, you don't need to make one, Marcus, because you just walk up the wall. I really knows though. I really knows.
That's
But,
my 27. I just walk up the wall.
yeah, Aurelia leaping from the wall onto the other wall and basically back onto the top and over. You guys make it inside gracefully. You avoid one kind of guard that kind of walks by as you wait for him to pass and enter into the what is seemingly a bunkhouse. As you continue on forward, you make your way towards the building. You're now standing on the side where there seems to be a row of plants and a window that kind of looks into the bottom floor. As the front door opens up to a basically like more of a courtyard, more of an open area, which will be a little bit harder to get in without being seen too much, but if you time it correctly, you might be able to get in.
Okay. Marcus looks at Aurelia and kind of does like some various hand signals. Go, kind of like that point back and forth. Should we go?
I really want her to shrug just because she's been like, whatever you want to do. But she'd be
So-
like, sure. She'd like do a thumbs up.
There are multiple entrances as you kind of
There
look around. There's the front door, there's the windows, there's, if you can climb up the side, the windows and balconies on the second floor.
Well, I know how Marcus is gonna get in. Do you have a rope on you?
She actually does, but she could technically Misty step up if it's
Yeah.
within 30 feet space.
Yeah, no, it definitely is.
Yeah, so she'll just then do the Misty step up.
Marcus just walks up.
Okay. As you both kind of, as Aurelia kind of disappears in a puff of smoke and reappears on the balcony, Marcus just walks up along the side. You check the handle of the balcony door, and as you push on it, you can see that it creaks on open. You're looking around through the windows at first, making sure that no one's walking by, and it seems rather quiet. As you walk inside, you can hear a pair of guards talking downstairs, kind of within one of the side rooms, seemingly not in the open area, the central staircase. You're currently skirting. As you look around, you see that this kind of parapet kind of goes around and circles the front door, the central area foyer. And you can see across from you the doorway that is essentially William Beck's leads to William Beck's office. Currently closed.
Marcus will kind of whisper, I think that's his office over there.
Well, let's go find out.
Cool. Ladies first.
How gentlemanly like. And I guess she's gonna make her way towards the door then.
Okay. As you make your way around the kind of basically the walkway, the upper flooring, around and past the staircase, and then around the other corner again, you make your way over towards his door, now standing in front of it.
Going to listen at the door to see if we can hear anybody moving inside.
Roll me a perception check.
Can I roll too?
Yes.
Oof.
You don't seem to hear anything.
I don't hear anything. Alright, let's see if there's anybody inside then, I guess. checking to see if the door is unlocked?
It is locked.
Okay. Then I'm going to use my tools to try to unlock it.
Okay, roll me a
While
thieves'
she's
tool.
doing that, I'll just keep an eye open.
Okay.
Where is my thieves' tools?
Okay. As you kind of pick the lock, and it takes you about 20 seconds trying to get into the and it's a little bit tough at first, but eventually you are able to find the correct motions to basically pick the. It's a decent enough lock, and you manage to make your way inside and, well, pick the lock. And as you, I assume you're opening the door.
Yes.
And as you open the door, you see that the office is empty. You look around. There seems to be a bookshelf in the far right corner. Basically, some ornamental items around. You see a ornamental rapier on a display stand. Seems to be intricate and rather exquisite in design. Just behind, a little bit out from the doorway, next to the bookshelf, you see a plain suit of decorative iron armor, featuring well-weaved insignias of the guard and of Elbaster.
Marcus is just gonna tap Aurelia on the shoulders. I don't know about you, but I don't really trust armor with like symbols on it.
You see a painting over in, just above, near the desk, not to the side of the window, of what is seemingly the main palace here. You see his desk, currently mostly clean. You see an open ledger that's seemingly, well, there's an open ledger on his desk. Potted plant, inkwell, various other office supplies. And yeah, that's what you find within the room. Various other ornamental things.
Going to the desk then, I'm gonna start going through the ledger, see if I find anything within it.
Okay. As you go through the ledger, it seems to be just God, basically mostly God related things, duties, schedules, perhaps incident reports, specifically from each day. Mostly doesn't seem suspicious. It seems the kind of ledger that a guard captain would have.
Mm-hmm.
You see that as you kind of go around behind the office desk, there seems to be a drawer.
Okay, I'm going to see if it's locked.
It is.
I'm going to try to unlock it.
Thieves' Tools. Okay. This time, much easier. Able to get in roughly a few seconds. As you pick the lock, you find that as you open it, that the pendant that Aina had given is inside the drawer. You see discarded wax seals of a specific design, all similar. You find a ledger and some other documents regarding, as you kind of read through it, shipments of cargo moving between Ulbaster and House Alard. Contents, seemingly lots of various sundries and spices. You find a pistol also. Go ahead and roll me a. Actually, Hmm. Yeah, roll me a history check.
Okay.
Okay, you have no idea what this is.
Marcus, what is this?
Would I know, or should I take a check?
You're probably more well traveled than Aurelia is. Considering
I mean, I've literally been all over the country.
you know what a pistol is. It is
Oh.
it is a seemingly very very old flintlock pistol.
So pistols aren't like a brand new technology then?
No.
Okay. Oh, that's a pistol. They got like a crossbow, but a lot louder.
Oh.
And there's also a ring.
Picking up the ring to examine it.
It seems to be a little bit simple in design. There's kind of this small blue gem within it. But seemingly nicely crafted.
By the way, Marcus is still like his whole thing is being the watch guard, so he's making sure nobody's coming.
Yep.
Going back to the wax seals, so you said they're all very similar.
Yes.
I'm gonna take a couple of them, and she's gonna take them with her.
Okay.
That way, to see if we can identify them later on.
Okay.
Let's see. You said there was another ledger in there. Is it like the guard ledger?
It's a different ledger. It seemingly has some just like shuffled in documents, and within the ledger itself regarding shipments of cargo moving between Earlbaster and House Allard.
Okay. There's nothing really exciting in the desk. We do have shipments in this ledger between Alabaster and House Alad, though. And there's these weird seals here. I've not seen this symbol. Have you? And she'll move over and show him one.
Arcus has not seen the symbol before.
I had no idea what it could be. I mean,
I figure we could take a couple. He's got a bunch in his desk.
how many does a bunch look like?
At least a dozen. Quite a few of them. They're all basically discarded.
Okay, I'm just making sure it's not like there's not like two.
No,
Whereas like you might like
there is one. There's a
Yeah,
couple
it's
in
like- Yeah, there's like it's a bunch is like how many you have is likely to determine whether you notice. Over a dozen, you probably won't notice. If there's like 4 or 5, you'd probably notice.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
point.
but if it's that many, we're probably good. Okay, we'll take one. You don't see any paperwork. Is there a filing cabinet in here or something?
There is, yes.
So before she moves away from the desk, she is going to close it and relock it, though.
Okay. So you're just taking the wax seals.
Yeah, I don't. She wouldn't take the ring because that's just. It's too obvious.
Yeah.
It would be miss. And I don't
Same
think
with the
there's
pistol.
Yeah, it's the pistol. So she doesn't want to alert anyone they've been there. So that's why
Okay.
she won't take anything else. I'll go to this cabinet next. You okay there?
Yeah, I got it. I'll just keep an eye out, make sure nobody's coming. You're so clear.
Okay, so she'll move to the filing cabinet next.
Okay. Searching through the filing cabinet, it just seems like a lot of paperwork and stuff regarding guards specifically.
Okay, anything noteworthy that sticks out?
Looking through it,
Marcus would have. Oh, sorry. I was gonna say Marcus would have mentioned that we also kind of want to see if maybe those prisoner transfers, like, look at the most recent thing, because that stuff was redacted, so he might have a non-redacted version.
Ooh, yes, good point.
Looking through, go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Okay.
Looking through the filing cabinet, there isn't that much you can find, unfortunately.
You okay in there? Do you need a hand?
Even under Marcus's reminder of the files, you don't seem to find anything regarding that.
I'm not seeing anything that matches what you're talking about, but I don't know what I'm looking for. Do you want to look through these files and I'll search the room?
Sure, I'll take a peek. Quick, Marcus will look through it looking for that file since he knows what it looks like, so he at least has a clue.
Okay, roll me an investigation check, and
Hopefully better
Aurelia,
than a 6.
are you looking around the room?
So, looking around the painting,
20.
maybe it's hiding a safe or anything around it.
With that investigation check, Marcus, also really roll me one. With the investigation check, Marcus, looking through the files, it's more along the lines that you don't find it there, and you find that on certain dates, there are perhaps some days is an uneven amount, and it's very irregular. But it's perhaps a little bit strange how there's some days there's a string of perhaps quite a few of them, and some days there's perhaps just none.
There's an irregularity. Like there are days where it seems like, there seems to be like someone was being let go on these days.
Essentially, there's less reports on, and it's just strange.
I'm assuming one of the days, but like the recent day, like today / yesterday, there's just a missing report that should be there.
Essentially.
Gotcha. With that investigation too, I guess I'd look over. Would I also possibly look around to see if I could find any papers with perhaps the captain's address somewhere?
Looking around, no. Everything is basically addressed to the estate. Not estate. The
office. Yeah.
Office. As for Aurelia, looking around, it's not too hard. You find that the painting itself is kind of stuck on, and you've got to find and shift it in a certain way, and eventually it comes loose. And as you kind of remove it from the wall, you see that there is a safe.
Marcus, look what I found.
Huh. That's one of them there safes, right?
Yeah. Let's see if we can open it. So I guess we're going to try to open the safe.
Yep.
I'm going to give you my good juju. Here we go.
What is to try opening a safe?
Cecil.
Decks are in.
Still? Okay, I wasn't sure.
I mean, I guess it depends. Is it like a lock safe with a key, or is it a lock safe that's a combination? But
yeah, I was thinking of like a combination one. I was like, well, that's gonna be fun.
It is a combination one. So yes, it would be a dex int check, but regardless, even with that, or even with a natural 7 roll, as you try to figure out the combination and listen carefully to the tumblers inside and try to hear each click, is a very tough lock, and something for some reason is kind of muffling the sound, and you're not sure quite what it is, and it's very hard to tell where you're moving, and it takes you about a good minute or so before you feel like you have made no progress.
This is a really, really tough safe. I can't hear the tumblers as well.
Maybe I could take a crack at it. I got a pretty keen ear.
Go for it.
Can I make a perception check to see if I can hear the tumblers?
Yeah. Make me a perception check.
26. Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
That's 2 19s in a row.
Hey, clearly they work good together.
Yes.
There seems to be, as you're listening, there is this kind of a magical humming, seemingly preventing very like most thieves from even like hearing the sound and hearing the tumblers. You can hear it quite clearly, actually. Just
Okay, okay, left. Now right. Okay, good. Okay, there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What kind of combination lock is that?
Sometimes the simplest is the hardest.
Aurelia, you can make me one of those thieves tools at advantage.
Let's see. I've never clicked on the tool and used it at advantage. How do
Actually-
I select
Oh, it automatically rolls at advantage.
No,
That's what you have
hold
to do.
Hold on, let me think. It'll have to be Marcus, actually.
Okay.
Okay, so
I don't think.
I mean,
I guess no. Yeah, you're listening to
wouldn't
it.
the
and then-
19? Yeah, I mean, wouldn't the 19 be the thieves' tool check?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that works. I think that's fine, actually. As you, Marcus, as you kind of actually take a crack at it yourself, now that you can actually hear through the what seemingly is some sort of interference, eventually you're able to open the safe, and as it kind of slowly creaks open, you find a pouch of coins. A banknote worth 500 gold under a name Darius Allard. A small rack of vials, seemingly 5 of them, and some sort of pouch with, as you kind of look inside, there's dust inside. Not like actual dust, like a fine sand dust.
Like this is something that is purposely put in here. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Would Marcus have any idea what the dust might be? I know that's a stupid question for him, but
Make me an Arcana check at disadvantage.
oh goody, my whole +1 modifier thanks to my lucky rock. 3.
No idea.
Huh. I have no idea what the dust is.
What? Oh. Can I try to see if I understand what it is?
Yes, you can make me one at normal.
Just Arcana?
Yeah.
We're
Okay.
not that bright.
You've heard of this dust before. Well, not heard of this dust, but kind of looking at it, you've kind of seen it before. You don't remember what it's called, but you remember that there were a few people within your past who have used it before.
I don't know what it's called, but I have seen this before.
You think if we take a pinch of it, we might be able to examine it for later?
Can't hurt.
Great. Marcus will just take out a little bit of just a little bit of cloth, and he just kind of takes like just a bit of the dust. Not like how much is in it? I should ask. Is it like a handful total? Is it like?
It's about a handful. It's quite a lot.
Yeah. So I'll take enough to just like I'll just take a little vial and fill up a bit with the vial, just so I have something to examine.
As you take it out of the pouch and it gets on your fingers go invisible.
Well, I think we've cracked out what. Wait a minute, my see-through fingers become more see-through.
Yeah, well, they're actually
I know.
invisible now.
I know.
Well,
Yeah,
you
that's
have
what I
gloves
mean.
on.
Yeah, that's true. My gloves are invisible. That's right. Well, I think we've discovered what this is for.
Why would we need this?
Well, I mean, we have established he is a bit of the criminal sort.
That's true. Let's go through these files. Maybe we'll find something we need in there.
Yeah, there might be some important info in there. Well, you want to read them over while I keep an eye out again?
Yeah, that's fine. Or if we may be able to move faster if you're reading one and I'm reading one.
Oh, true.
So she's gonna hand him one of the files and she's gonna grab one.
Okay. Which? Oh, within. Wait, what files?
I thought you said there were there's a
That was a
file.
banknote.
Oh.
No. There was a stack of vials. Sorry.
Vials. I
A small-
I heard files too.
A small rack of vials.
Okay, never mind. Well, we're gonna look at the rack of vials. And
do the rack of vials look like anything like basic healing potions or anything like that we would notice out of way? Or
one is a basic healing potion, yes. Another one is this kind of milky white liquid. And what was?
I should ask too. When we've been searching the room, do we also see the necklace or that
was in the
Einar
drawer.
gave him?
yeah, it
was
was
in the
in
drawer? Oh, that's right. I just had a really good idea.
And the other one seems to be this kind of like golden oil.
Hey, I just realized something.
Hmm.
But Einar told him to keep that on him at all times to be safe, otherwise things would happen to him.
Well, we'll make things happen to him in a minute. We gotta go through all this.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if we steal shit, we know who he's going to blame, and we can like leave a letter behind saying we told you.
Yeah, and then they're gonna come after Einar and kill him.
I guess if they know who he is, he did show his face, didn't he?
And I'm pretty sure he's only got so much patience, considering.
Yeah, true enough. Okay, what else do we got in this? Let's keep looking, man.
Okay, so let's see. It was a bag of gold, which we're not taking. We got a bank. There's a banknote from this Darius Alad. That's who they were doing the trading with. We saw in the ledger.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm. I think that may be a lead for us to look into. At least find out more about him.
That's a good point. I wonder if we take the banknote.
It's a 500 gold banknote. I think they'll know.
Well, that's not what I mean, though. Marcus takes out his takes out a piece of paper. Maybe we can forge it.
Need forgery supplies, not paint.
Wait a
Do you have
minute.
forgery
I know.
supplies?
I don't. I should pick some up though.
That's right.
Does
you're
our
not-
rogue have forgery supplies?
I don't think the rogue does.
No,
No,
they're
the
not
rogue-
stuff.
Depends on your backstory.
Yeah.
Some rogues
Yeah.
get it's background. I didn't know what your background is.
Not forgery supplied worthy.
Yeah. Well, in that case, what else do we got around? Marcus is like, well, we'll write that name down. There's no address or anything on any of these, eh?
Nope.
Did Marcus, when he was looking through the criminal records, though, did he see what the, did he read any, like, get a glimpse of any of the prisons around town?
They're kind of scattered either within the simple jails within town, within the city. Any of the more serious prisons would be a little bit outside of within boundaries, but away for perhaps things like such as murderers and stuff like that. But those who are just like kind of jailed for a while. Anyone who hasn't had basically them being sentenced or whatever, usually stays within the city. There's perhaps one major prison that you did go through and look, and it seemed to be located within the city itself. But any of the others that were within the files would be located outside.
Okay. So we got some of these prisons. I don't think he would have took those guys any of them prisons, though. It's a shame. That would have been a good IT.
Maybe
Oh, sorry,
the
go ahead.
information we're looking for, he's not keeping here. Maybe this is too obvious. I mean, we can still look. He's got the bookshelf and stuff. But, Storm, you said in the safe was the banknote, the gold, the vials, the dust, and was there anything else in there I missed?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
3 different vials and 5 different vials actually.
5. Okay.
But 2 of them seem to be a mix of different colors. One's kind of a light green, and another is a kind of pale
Yeah.
blue.
My guess is he's probably got the most sensitive stuff at his house.
Yeah, I think we're gonna end up having to go there. All right. Let's close this up so he doesn't know we were in here.
Yep. You do that. I think. So we'll close up the safe again, make sure everything's back where it was.
Put the
Okay.
painting back up.
Okay. Yeah, that's easy enough to do.
I just feeling like if Nikki was here, all they would do is like, why? There's so much valuables to take. Don't leave the money.
Yeah, sorry.
No,
She
I
just would
agree
like
with
to
you.
come back since we actually have a face that he can take it back to.
Yeah, no problem. Is Einar is recognizable.
Yeah,
In fact,
had that not happened, she'd be like, he doesn't know.
no, you're right. Okay, so our best bet then is we're gonna have to loke him down at his house. Apparently, he didn't take Einar's words very seriously, though. If he left the pen in here.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he has a hidden compartment somewhere in here. I know some desks are built with them, or maybe something in the floor, or maybe something in the bookcase. We just need to move quickly. I don't want to stay here much longer if we don't have to.
Yeah, I agree. Probably. We don't know when the janitor or whatever's gonna be by. You want to see if we can find one more hidden compartment somewhere and then head out?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
So I guess she's gonna go back to the desk and see if there's any like hidden drawers or anything on the desk.
Roll me an investigation check. Doesn't seem like there's any other hidden drawers outside of the locked one.
I'm not finding anything on this one.
Thinking at this point, all we can do is get moving, then. I mean, I don't know what else could be here.
Do we need to go through the bookshelf, or do you think we're good?
Maybe the bookshelf's got something. I'll take a peek quick.
Okay.
Roll me an investigation check.
15!
Looking through the bookshelf, a lot of them seem to be on various, perhaps things throughout the city, some reading material about what to do, and perhaps a lot of things to do about training and things like that. But 3 things that stand out to you is who left? Crystal did. She bet. 3 things that you seem to notice that kind of stand out is Slothax's Profiteering Primer, Volume 1, Kastarov's Broad Study of the Races, and The Colors of Earlbaster, a manual on districts.
So, okay, just one more time. I'm going to write those down.
I can put
No,
them.
post them. That'd be nice, yes.
Yes, very helpful. Thank you.
Donkashan. You know, I just realized with me and you comboing, though, you know how deadly a monk and a thief, a rogue are if they go off killing people alone? I stun them while you murder them while they can't move.
We are not to become bad guys, but we are to make the bad guy's life hell.
Are you basically skimming through them?
Yeah, I'll just take a quick peek at the take a quick look, see if I can see anything in them, just real fast.
Going through the contents. Go on.
Oh, so while he does that, since she knows he's looking through the bookshelf, she's gonna watch the door.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
Nice.
You hear voices kind of finishing up a conversation downstairs, and you hear one guard kind of say to the other guard, I'm just gonna check upstairs for a bit, make sure everything's done.
Marcus, go faster! Someone's coming. They're coming upstairs in a minute.
Damn it. One sec, I'll put the... have I had a chance to skim out anything, or just the titles? I got the titles!
Pick one.
Colors in Alabaster Manual and Districts. Casual's Broad Studies of Races. And... Profiteering Primer Volume 1. I'll look at the Colors of Alabaster Manual of Districts. I look at that one seems...
Okay. It's in common, as you kind of skim through. It seems to be a guide on the various districts located with Alabaster. It seems to be that a lot of the districts here, there's certain areas that cater to, or at least certain races kind of shift towards and congregate between kind of small subsections, like little neighborhood suburbs of races. There's not particularly any hostilities between the districts here, as that is basically against how the city kind of functions, as everyone needs to kind of get along. But people still kind of build small communities, and basically it goes into detail about how those small communities kind of where they're located, what they do, basically small subsections of races, little pockets of their own kind of what they want to do and gather. Just so I'm just going to point out all three of those books combined are pretty much slaver trade 101 books. It's like prime races, profiteering, and where to get them.
Yeah.
That is why they stood out, because a lot of the other stuff seems to be training and a lot of stuff related to guard work.
Well, this seems to be rating to how can we get the best value for slaving. Gotcha. Well, I think this is damning evidence in a way, but in any case, I think we gotta get going.
Yeah, so, do you want to go back out the main door, or should we try to get out a different way?
I'll just go out the window. Marcus just walks out. Or is it locked, I guess?
The window is locked.
We have to make sure the room stays the way it is. We should probably go out the front door then, and I'll relock it.
Okay. One sec. Marcus will go up on the ceiling. Go ahead.
So, I guess when they exit, she's going to relock it.
Okay, so you're staying in the room and locking the...
I thought we were going to go out the room. Are we going... Marcus...
okay, so you want to go out and just go back. We want to go out the same way we came in. Yeah.
Okay,
right.
And then
so you're putting all this stuff away?
Well, the only stuff we have is the
three
books, right? We've been putting it as we've been going, right? The books are the only thing out, and I would have put... It takes about 10 seconds to put a book away.
No. Okay, I was just recalling what exactly you guys had. You guys had kind of cleaned up as you went. Yes. Yeah, okay.
We're
going
proper
out
cooks. We clean up the kitchen as we go.
Yeah. You put the books back and make your way out of the office, closing it. I believe relocking it.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, go ahead and roll me a thieves' tools check.
Yep.
And then both of you need to roll me a stealth check.
Gotcha. Hey, twinsies!
Thieves that sneak together.
Okay. You manage to close the door and lock it back shut, and the both of you, Marcus getting on the ceiling, you see the guard kind of step into, as you kind of slink around the corner, Aurelia, waiting for the guard, and you see him kind of make his round into one of the rooms, and you sneak across, Marcus, you just walking along the ceiling to the other side. As the guard kind of goes into one room, you make your way across, hiding into one of the rooms before it. You see the guard kind of make his way around, go into another room, and then this gives you the chance to kind of sneak past him, Aurelia, as you kind of make your way around the U section of the first floor walkway. And you make your way around back to that balcony window that you entered from. You see that it is, as you kind of make your way there, it is currently locked, but you're able to kind of flip the little locking mechanism from the inside and make your way out onto the standing balcony and close it behind you. Both of you outside.
Oh, that was close.
Hey, we made a pretty good team in there.
Yeah, well, that was surprising. Let's get back to Einar and Lucius since they're waiting for us.
Yeah, good idea. I just like to imagine, like, the respect for Marcus just skyrocketed when he cracked that safe.
She actually is impressed. Doesn't express it well.
Aurelia, roll me another acrobatics check. Okay. Both of you are able to make it over the wall just fine.
I still think the Boots of Spider Climb, hands down, greatest investment I have ever made as a player.
No kidding. Is it like X amount of time per day?
Nope.
No, it's unlimited. I have to attune to them, but I have unlimited spider walk.
That is impressive.
They were a steal at 500 gold. I have my own in a different campaign, but they have barely been worn, like, used. Mainly because we're out in the open. Like I have them. It's helped for like the one time that we decided to climb a mountain, but other than that, it's like we're usually in open areas that it isn't that useful.
Oh no, but in urban scenarios, they are like the best thing ever.
Yeah, no, for here, you guys have been in within the city limits for they've been really good here.
It's also amazing for dungeons because you can avoid so many traps by walking on a ceiling.
Yeah, but then your other friends get hit by traps, so it doesn't really avoid anything.
It does for me.
Technically, it's not a total party wipe if you get away with the boots.
But anyways, Einar, I believe, would just be waiting outside with Lucia.
He's got a ball on a paddle, and he's just like...
Marcus just sneaks up behind him and taps him on the shoulder. Einar!
He goes to, like, smack Marcus with the ball on a stick. But stops. Oh, you shouldn't do that.
Would I be... Oh, sorry there, I was just making sure. Anyways, we looked at the thing, we discovered a few things, but he definitely left the... It doesn't seem to be taking that warning you gave him seriously.
Well... It is what it is. Maybe he's still there.
I mean, the guards said they were going to go up there and check to see his place, and... I mean, if he's there, it seems kind of odd.
They're gonna check to see what place.
They were coming
check
up and
this-
down,
check-
looking around.
Yeah, in his office. If he was in there, they wouldn't bother, right?
Oh, not
Why am I still
necessarily.
whispering?
You don't never know who's listening.
True. I mean, our next bet is, I'm thinking any real incriminating evidence he has, though, is going to be at his house, not in his office.
I
Did
agree
you
with
find anything good in there?
We
well,
found a
we
few
found-
things.
Yeah, he had, like, powder of invisibility in his place, behind a secret wall safe. He also had really interesting books about more or less how to make slaving work 101.
What? Really?
Yeah, he had the Cephalix Profiteering Primer Volume 1, Castor's Broad Study of the Races, and the Colors of the Esteban Manual of Districts. Basically, how to sell people, which people to buy, which people are most valuable, and where to find them.
Oh. I mean, that is pretty unusual, but it doesn't necessarily prove anything.
No,
Well, we did
but
find in his ledger, though, he's been doing a lot of trades between House Alad and. Crap. The name just eluded me. What was the trades through again, Storm?
It basically like shipments of cargo moving between Albaster, the city itself, and House Alad.
So they've been transporting cargo between the city and then House Alad. And he's got a 500 banknote from Darius Alad in that safe.
500 what?
Gold.
500 gold banknote?
Yes.
What does it say they're shipping?
It didn't say.
I'm guessing slaves.
That could be the case. Do we know where
Probably
this house
why they
Alad
don't-
is?
Nope, but we can find out.
Well, that may be what the symbol is, and she's going to dig out one of the wax seals. He has a bunch of these discarded stored in his desk. But I don't recognize the symbol, so that might be House Alad's symbol.
Possibly. Perhaps Evelyn might know.
Maybe. If not, we can also go ask Sherry.
Yes.
He also had a golden ring with a blue gem in it. But it didn't look it was crafted well, but didn't look anything extraordinary.
Unfortunately, we didn't have candy with us, so we couldn't detect if it was magic.
And we weren't going to take anything because we didn't want him to know someone had been there.
I mean, I was thinking we could, but he knows your face, and that's kind of bad.
We
Well,
would have had a bag of gold.
okay. I mean, I'm not too fussed if he thinks that I broke in. Anyway. Well, shit. All this does is just really confirm the suspicions that he's likely behind these slave trading deals here.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we did discover that he's working for this house a lot. I mean, that's a big hint. We might be
Yes,
able to get
that's
some
true.
info there.
Who are we even gonna ask outside of Evelyn and Sherry if they don't know?
I mean,
Perhaps one of the other guards.
maybe. I mean, if it's a big house, I think someone would know. Oh,
Well-
I got an idea. Maybe somebody can pretend to be like a business person trying to find the house of Allah to do business with them.
Isn't there a registry for houses?
I have no idea.
Would Marcus have any clue about that kind of thing? I'm assuming probably. Giving my
not.
guild backstory, guild merchant.
Roll me a history check at disadvantage.
Oh, goody, because these always go well. That's 14!
You would know that they would be in a registry, yes.
Yeah, they'd be in a registry.
So we need to find a registry.
I think you're right. If we find a registry, we should be able to find something out about them.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe we can break into their place, get the information. Or camp it out. I have a feeling this is the people doing the slave trading.
It's quite possible.
I mean, why else wouldn't you say what you were selling on the banknote? Usually, items transferred are on there.
What do you think, Einar?
Well, it seems we have our next step.
Great. So we'll first ask the girls, and then we'll go check out the registry.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds good. By the way, anybody know where Miss Sherry is at this time?
Maybe working?
You guys are making your way back?
Yeah, well, we're heading back. I mean, there's no reason to really be standing in the middle of the street.
You've seen that
Mark-
she's... Oops.
Oh. I said Marcus will keep an eye open as well.
You've seen that she's been either at the inn or perhaps working.
At the same district she was at before, I'm assuming. I mean, we
Yeah.
probably would have asked, honestly, in the 4 hours before we left, but...
Yeah. No, she would have basically told, like, she would have been at the inn, and then she probably would have left and said that she'd be working for a bit.
You think we might want to go check on her, make sure she's safe?
We can.
I mean, those thugs did attack her before. They might try it again.
Do we even know where she works?
Oh, heck, you're right. I guess none of us have any idea where she works. That's me laughing, not Marcus.
I mean, I could always use send in and ask her.
True, but if she's in the middle of a job, that's going to be rather awkward.
But if she's not and in trouble...
Oh, that's true, too.
I say risk it.
Okay, Lucia, go ahead.
What exactly am I asking her?
Where do you work? So are you okay? We want to make sure you're okay. Where do you work so we can check up on you?
You guys haven't fought anything for 2 months.
Oh, well, technically I have.
You have, but as a party, you haven't.
Nope, we haven't fought anything since those the Nagas.
Nope.
I mean, that's also what happens. Oh,
Okay, so I think Lucia's gonna say to Sherry with sending, it'll be so I've gotten some information and we're wondering if we could get where you work so we could get your insight on the situation. I think that was fine.
Okay.
I'll finish up work here soon. If you don't mind, could you send some Jessica to me, please?
She's gonna give me where she works so we can send some.
At the me if I at the Red Velvet.
Lucia gets a response and she just kind of self nods.
okay, Lucia, what's happening?
Right. So she said she'll be done work soon, and that she wants someone to escort her. She works at the Red Velvet.
Oh, okay. Who wants to escort her?
Suppose I can.
If you think that's best, Anar. I mean, you're big and strong. I suppose you'd kind of make anybody think twice messing with you.
I mean, we
Oh,
could always
hope
send a
so.
pair off to escort her.
Is that true? Looks around. Should I or should somebody else?
I mean, if you want to, but I could also go just in case I need to cast send in again to get her exact location or whatever.
No, that might be best. And if you get in trouble, you can send to one of us that we can come a rushing.
What do we know? What district Red Velvet's in?
mean-
Assumingly the diverse divulgence.
I mean, I'd imagine the innkeeper, like, I'm imagining one of the people at the inn would know exactly where we're talking about and could give us an
Yeah.
address. Don't think it's
Oh
hard
no,
to
it was
find.
more for like reference of like
20.
if we would get people to like, would everyone else be staying at the inn, or would they be closer for if we did get into trouble, kind of thing. That's what I was thinking.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, part of me's thinking Marcus might just sneak off as Dayman and watch you guys from the shadows.
Except for Marcus is going to have Aurelia with him.
Really, not gonna leave him alone.
And I'm sure she would have quite a brow to arch at if she found out he was Dayman.
Yeah, I know. That's why he was gonna do it. Branch off. That's why I didn't say branch off from the rest of the party and sneak off. But yeah, if she's not letting him sneak off. So this is why I need Candy. Candy could have kept you distracted.
Yeah, I was gonna say Marcus just shoves Aurelia into Candy, just like, have fun babysitting, goodbye!
I don't, kids.
Kids.
Because I have a feeling she's going to consider Candy more childlike than anything.
I mean, that might be a fair assumption. Candy and Marcus have similar personalities, except Candy can be more hyperactive. Okay, so you two head off. Ooh, wait a minute. Perhaps all of us will go, but me and Aurelia will like watch from the shadows. So if someone tries to ambush you, we can ambush them.
That's a good idea. I agree with this.
Fair enough.
Okay, so we'll be up in the shadows watching you. You guys go get her.
By everyone, do you also mean Evelyn and Candy technically as well, or is it still literally just me and Einar?
No, since they're not there, you and Einar is good. Plus, if it's just you and Einar, they might make a strike. If there's all four of us, there's no way they'd make it. So, the fewer people watching is the better chances that they'll try something and we can ambush them. I mean, by that logic, honestly, probably if we just sent Lucia there with her, that would be the funniest, because the odds of them ambushing her would, like, skyrocket. It's like, it's just a gnome. I mean, do we want to try to get an ambush?
How do we try and get an ambush?
Well, I mean, if we just send Lucia with her, maybe the enemy will be tempted to take something out while me and Aurelia are watching from the shadows.
And what would I be doing?
Working your forge?
I hate that that's the same thing I thought of saying.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Seems like a bad idea.
Well, how about you? Well, if you stay out, like, in the distance, so we can come a-running when we need you, because otherwise I think you'll just scare off anybody that would try it. Oh, wait! No, I got an idea. Maybe Miss Evelyn can make you invisible.
Me looking as Evelyn's token disappeared. Squints.
If you go to knock on Evelyn's door, you would find it kind of, and then check the door handle. You would find that it's unlocked, and going inside, you would see that there's a note on the table.
I'll go read the note.
It says that she is going to be running errands for something personal, so she will not be around for a while.
Well, Marcus, that's a fine idea, except she left.
Well, I could try.
Is it in her handwriting?
No. You don't even know what handwriting it is. You can't read it. You're like squinting
It's a
too
bunch
hard.
of scribbles. I can't read her handwriting.
Something
Goddamn
gets into
cursive.
your eye.
To be fair, I will be thankful that you burned an at one on something so useless.
Is it really useless though?
Little did you know this note was the BBG.
Yeah, well, I hope Miss Evelyn's okay.
Well,
Try casting what I use for invisibility on you.
you
I've
could
done
always
that.
use a sending spell.
I was literally thinking that. I was just working out what I wanted to say.
Yeah, but maybe in the morning we might need the magic for tonight, Lucy. So seeing the look on her face.
But what if she's in trouble?
I mean, she did leave a note, and the place did.
What if she didn't write it?
Did her room look like it was broken into?
No.
I mean, less than like the most efficient. I mean, I guess. You're probably right. You know what, Lucy? You convinced me. You better tell her, make sure she's okay. We don't know what's happening. Christ, I hate that Marcus would be convinced that easily.
Lucy is just gonna ask Evelyn if she's okay.
Is there any specific phrasing? Are you just saying, "Are you okay?"
I don't really know how I want to phrase it, but that's just the general gist. I feel like you understand the
In
intentions.
25, yeah. I mean, I'm just wondering if you asking anything else, but "Are you okay?" is simple enough with extra bits for, a bit of flavor.
Just worry. Just like, are you okay? Did you leave this note? You haven't been kidnapped, have you?
Evelyn, are you okay? Okay. Are you okay, Evelyn?
Yes, I'm fine. Just need to handle a few things that are personal.
Look of relief on Lucy's face.
Is he okay?
I'll be done. Either that or I'll be on the keep. But I'll let you know.
Whew.
Alright, Evelyn said she left a note and she's alright.
Oh, that's good. It puts my mind at ease. Had me worried there.
There goes to a third level specialist.
I'm.
This
Both
is
of. No, you got one left because you're 6. That's right.
this is not uncommon.
Let's be honest. Lucy has blown her magical wad so often before we need it that it's becoming a kind of a meme in itself.
So that means whatever we're going to be doing, we're going to need those spells.
always what happened. Okay, last time you didn't do this, we needed someone to cast communicate with creatures, and all of our casters blew their spell slots, so we were unable to use the spell.
Oh, it's funny. I laughed.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Lucia had only just gotten there, so she didn't even know.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, but it's just the comical aspect that like everybody blew the spell we needed. Like. Oh, okay. So is that the plan? Then you can make Anar invisible, right? Yeah.
I think
You set up.
I've never tried on another person, but I can try.
And
How
then
long
me
does
and
that
you.
last?
An hour?
An hour? Why don't we walk there first so we're not wasting time?
I mean, I'm assuming we're already started. Great.
Fair.
So we'll walk there, and when we meet her, we'll turn you invisible. And then when you leave, you walk in like you're in there, like get yourself some, you're going. Well, you know what they do in those places.
Yes,
And
Marcus, I learned firsthand what they do in those places.
Exactly. So you'll go in there for a repeat performance sort of thing, so it's not suspicious when you don't walk out.
So you make your way down. Oh, is there anything?
The spell, the way I have it written on her character sheet, it actually says anything I touch, but according to the actual seals, it's only her.
Yeah.
It says you're targeting yourself only, so it's not going
If
to
I
work if she
remember.
tries on him.
Yeah.
But she doesn't
Okay,
know
so
that.
fair enough. So you can't make him invisible. Well, I guess Arnott gets to stay and have a good time for a couple hours.
As you make your way over there, nothing seems to happen. Seems to be fine. As you
Wait a minute.
make your-
Aurelia, can you disguise yourself as Sherry?
I want to say she actually can. Give me a second. Sorry.
As you make your way over there, you find the red velvet.
I have a disguise kit, so
That might
that's
not.
all I got. I don't have anything like spell.
The disguise kit's not going to make you pass off a human as a tiefling. Not without
Oh,
a
that's right. She's a
test of work.
tiefling. Yeah.
With Marcus's past perception, you looking around and you see the district. The entertainment district is actually a little bit more busy than anywhere else. A lot of the other areas are quite, other districts are quite deserted, for the most part. At least within here, and it's pretty gated community, walls and everything. There seems to be quite a bit of people, and there are definitely a lot more guards here. Kind of making their rounds and making sure that this particular area is a little bit safer. You see that it's a little bit more lively here. Seemingly almost reaching levels of perhaps where the market could be, like the amount of people that are around. Not nearly as densely packed, but just kind of perhaps people who are dining or at taverns or bars or such things, or out for certain whatever they're doing, gambling, etc. plays. You find the red velvet easily enough asking around. And as you make your way inside, well, are you making your way inside?
So I don't know. Here's the
I know we're going.
yeah. It's like we
Oh.
can't make you invisible, so you want to go in there and wait a bit and kind of follow us behind, like 5 minutes behind us.
Sure, I'll go get her.
You see a building that's kind of about 3 stories tall, and it's draped. It's got this kind of large balcony over on the second floor that kind of looks out into the courtyard. You see that there are various, like, around the pillars, seemingly these kind of stone pillars. There's like this intricate vine rose plant that kind of grows around the pillar itself, kind of well maintained, and there's some roses kind of growing upon it, various bushes, plant pots around that kind of give off this very fragrant aroma of this sweet scent as you just from being outside. And you see that they're within the glass windows themselves are kind of draped over with this kind of red velvet sheets that kind of obscure the interior from being viewed from the outside. As you make your way through the entrance, the smell is a lot stronger, a tint of rose and rosemary. As you make your way through the interior, you find a tiefling woman, red in shade. As she kind of looks over towards you, she's wearing this kind of a lighter outfit. Oh, welcome to the Red Velvet. May I help you, sir?
Yes, I'm here for Sherry.
Oh, you're here for Sherry.
Yes.
She's currently finishing up at the moment, but if you'd like to wait for a few more moments. She'll be done soon.
Yes, that's fine. I don't know,
Right.
we'll go sit in a chair.
How
does that-
long are you going to be requesting her services for?
I knew it.
What? No, I'm just here to walk her home. She ran into some issues the
Oh.
other night.
Ah, right. You did tell us about this, actually. Very well.
Well, rather, my friend's gonna walk her home, but we won't go there.
Right. Do you need any refreshments or anything?
What do you have?
We have a small bar here. Just simple enough for if you need a bit of, well, for our customers anyways. But, kind of cheaper, cheaper shelf whiskey and alcohol, ale, water if you prefer, chilled.
Do you put cucumbers in the water?
We can,
What about lime or lemon?
that as well, yes.
I'll take a lemon water.
Right. She'll kind of give you a smile and she'll make her way into the back. Come out a little bit a few moments later with a glass of water with a lemon wedge on the side.
Thank
A
you.
little chilled.
We'll squeeze the lemon juice in the water and drink it.
The place itself, as you kind of look around, and you can see that there's kind of like the main hall, as you kind of sat just around the corner from entering inside. So you currently can't really see anything unless you decide to peek around the corner. But you can hear some laughter and some, the outbursts of other men and whatever in the area from within. More like cheering and things like that, more of like a strip club type scenario rather than, you can hear specific people making certain noises. After a few moments passed, you see another woman kind of make her way out, and the lady at the front desk kind of looks over towards her. Can you see if Sherry is done? And let her know that, excuse me, what was your name again?
Huh? Oh, Einar.
That Aina was here to escort her home. Thank you. She kind of, the lady who seems to be a more pink-skinned tiefling with this kind of very luscious black hair, kind of puffing outwards. She kind of gives a nod towards the lady at the front desk, look over towards you, and you catch her kind of admiring you for a moment, kind of giving you a look over before turning on her heel and making her way back inside. Another few moments pass. Are you guys just standing outside, waiting?
We'll wait in the chat. We'll have. I think probably what we'll do is we'll have Lucia. We're just waiting at the front door, unless Lucia had wanted to go in with Einar. And while the two of us will go to the shadows and start sneaking about with Aurelia and Marcus, I think.
Lucia would have went in with Aina unless people wanted her to stay outside.
No, she would have went in.
Are you going inside or staying outside?
Well, I literally said what would have happened.
I know,
If they
but
wanted me to stay out, then I would have stayed out. Otherwise, she would have went in.
So, she's going in?
Yeah.
Okay. You would also get see the whole scene and yeah. No, I don't think anything actually would be directed towards you at the moment.
You should try the lemon water, Lucia. It's good.
Oh, is it?
Yes. Refreshing.
So you try some lemon water.
She order her own.
Yeah.
Okay. She'll also get a glass of lemon water.
Just imagine she grabs Einar's, but like because of the size difference, it's like when that little kid holds their dad's mug.
A few moments later, Sherry kind of comes out, adjusts her hair a little before looking over towards the front desk.
Think. Oh, Ina.
Hello.
And Lucia.
Are you ready?
Indeed. Actually, give me a moment. She looks over towards the front counter. Mara, just my payment. She'll kind of look over and just they kind of exchange, and she'll turn around and grab a pouch of gold and hand it over to Sherry, and they exchange, farewells. All right.
You're going to be leaving with Lucia. I will be following behind a little bit of a distance away.
All right. You
What?
using me as bait?
No.
Then you're following me
Um,
far way behind.
He's not using you as bait, he's using us as bait.
No, nobody is bait.
Then why are you following from such a distance?
Look,
Hmm,
I'll be completely honest with you.
okay.
It is because I am very tall and I can see over everybody from a distance easier. And should anybody try to sneak up on you from behind, run into me first.
Roll me a deception check.
God.
Trust me, it's a classic escort plan.
Fuck.
Again, you beat. I love it. You were so lucky with those deception checks.
I hope she doesn't fail.
God.
She fucking did.
Worst part is, even if you said a disadvantage, you rolled a 16.
Well, if you say so, then.
I did it in Justice Landing all the time. It worked perfectly fine.
All right. Come on, Lucia. Let's leave this god to his duties.
See, the thing is I can just like play it off as Lucia's just like, oh, I don't know what tall people think because I'm so small, so I don't know what this concept of looking over someone is.
I just love how Lucia failed that check too. So it's like, oh, that sounds reasonable. I thought we were bait, but I guess we're not.
As you both kind of make your way down the street,
Einar follows behind like 100 feet.
I assume Aurelia and Marcus are following on roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're following from the shadows on the rooftops.
Is Marcus on the roof? Is Aurelia, are you both on the roof?
Yeah, I mean,
or
I'm
is
on the
one-
roof. I don't know where Aurelie is. I mean, Mark is on the roof just because he can literally run up and down buildings like nothing.
Yeah, she'll be sticking more behind in the shadows on the ground.
Okay. So you both remain stealth. Roll me stealth checks.
Oof.
Oh my god, the double 8s and the double 5s.
I am going to use my inspiration on that. I don't like that stealth check.
Just for poops and smiles.
To nat 1.
Oh my god.
Almost a nat 20 and then a nat 1.
Okay, well, I guess I'm at 16. Thank you for burning the 19, Einar. But I got the 16 still. I get to pick.
Okay.
Waste.
So as you're all kind of making your way down, Sherry kind of says over towards Lucio, well, your companions are very, well, Einar is very noticeable. I can hear him from here, considering how far away he is. But your other companions, I do notice them slinking around. So, do you believe that perhaps we are the bait? I'm guessing Lucio doesn't respond.
Sorry, I started laughing because I just thought about the thing of like, Lucia's also wearing like armor that is disadvantage on stealth. Not that she's trying to stealth, but just the fact that she's probably not making like quiet amounts of noise either. And then I just. I just thought about the fact that if I decided to roll it just for poops and smile, it's just not wanting as well.
I don't know if you're saying anything to Sherry, but
Yeah, you could probably hear Einar out of the district. He's being so loud.
yeah. But well, at least I know I'm within safe hands.
And Lucia looks at.
I don't even know where my other friends are. I know that they're going to be hiding around somewhere, but I don't see them anywhere.
Oh, they're around. Marcus is on the roof, and your friend Aurelia is within the shadows. So, seems like we're both fine. And you both make your way down, eventually returning towards the inn.
Okay.
Eventually making your way inside. I assume regrouping and in the interior of the inn.
Yep.
See, I told you, Sherry, you weren't bait.
I heard you, and I know your friends were around.
I'm loud by nature.
I mean, you didn't
I'm
tell her what the
sure.
plan was? Marcus just looks confused.
No, Marcus, why would I tell her what the plan was?
I don't know, it just seems like the polite thing to do.
Yeah, well, I mean, possibly, but she was safe altogether.
True enough. I mean, there was nobody there. We're just worried that they might make a second attempt after what happened last time to you.
You know, while I do appreciate you catching these fellows, I don't appreciate, going behind my back and using me as bait.
So I didn't realize that we were going behind your back. He says, looking over at Einar.
Regardless, we're fine.
But I do apologize for that, ma'am. We were just making sure. We figured it'd be better to watch from the shadows.
Oh, I'm sure. Seems there was something lost in communication there. Regardless, I'm gonna get myself a drink.
Nope. Yeah, no worries, ma'am.
Walk over towards the counter.
Marcus, I guess while we're at the counter, would probably talk to the innkeeper again. And,
Okay. Flight kind of looks over towards you. Hello.
oh, hey, I was just, we're just gonna grab some supper while we're here, too, but I was just wondering, have you heard, we were just just want to ask, have you ever heard of this place called the House of Lad?
House a lad? I know a house a lord.
No, that's it, a lad.
I must speak the accent. Um. Well, it's. I've heard of it. I've heard of Darius a lot, making his way within the city once in a while, for matters regarding the ministry and the embassy. But other than that, uh, the actual Alad Manor is not located within the city.
But they got like an embassy sort of thing they trade from here, you say? What sort of thing?
Mr. Alad comes in and handles any affairs that he might be involved in on occasion.
Oh, gotcha,
Within the
gotcha.
ministry or the embassy, yes. Kind of an outside of the city. And from what I've heard, his estate is quite large and based essentially away from those within the city.
Don't suppose you know where this estate is?
No, that information is kept private.
No, that is useful though. Thank you.
It's alright. And what supper can I get you all? I assume, or we can gloss over that, but...
Yeah, we glance over it. It's dinner. It don't matter.
Can we take a quick break?
No, sounds good.
Cool.
I'll use the
I'll be right
bathroom
back.
then. Well, at least it sounds like we got our next location.
Is everyone back?
I am. I'm
I
guessing
never
just me then.
left.
Oh,
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did. When? Can't prove nothing.
That's a double negative.
whew. Gonna say though, next week's game with us going into that temple's got me nervous. I'm just curious what horrible things Nano has in plan for me.
Horrible things?
It's just 10 Skygores.
I mean, to be fair, he's been hitting pretty heavily that he's got something vicious planned for me, for Jubei.
Nano gives out too many hints. Or just says.
Well, I mean, you guys read my text RP with Nikki, I'm guessing. So
No.
with Davia, no.
Christo doesn't read it.
No, fair enough. Any case, in the text RP with that, Jubei pointed out that there is a decent chance the Skygore is literally waiting for this exact moment to attack the party while he's defenseless, so he can murder you all of them while he can do nothing to stop you.
Yes.
Like, that sounds like something a psychotic monstrous demon would do again.
I
That's
thought you
literally
were
what
gonna say that's something that a psychotic murderous DM would do again.
I mean, to be fair, either or.
You're not wrong.
Which is why, and I haven't got a chance to it, but I don't know if we need to even have that conversation. You have the spell, like, you have the spells ready for frickin' magic circle, right? As Esteban? Like, Esteban has the magic circle ingredients?
No.
No? Oh, so we are screwed.
He didn't prep that stuff.
Hmm?
He did not prep that stuff.
Well, then we are in trouble, because that would have been useful to have.
I know that Stella has someone on her. I don't know if it's enough, but I know she has someone on her.
I think you just need Jade for it.
Isn't it like magic circle?
Yeah.
That is
Mm,
holy water,
oh.
powdered silver, and iron worth at least 100 GP. Holy water or powder. She has holy water on her.
Actually,
And she
Jubei has
has
a bunch of holy
some-
water and powdered
Ye-
silver because he uses
yeah.
it for protection.
Also, I can't use Magic Circle.
Oh, I thought they swear to God you used magic circle earlier.
A teleportation circle?
Teleportation circle, that's what I meant.
Oh, did you mean teleportation circle?
Yeah, I meant teleportation circle.
Oh, then yes.
Oh, you have the ingredients for that? You got the 50
Yes.
GP worth of precious gems?
It's like inscriptions and stuff like that.
Yeah,
They're
chalks
chalks,
and
inks
you.
infused with
Chalks.
precious gems worth 50 GP,
I was like,
which the
magic
spell
circle.
consumes.
I don't even remember that being even on the list.
Yeah, I was like, wait, why is this so important?
It was like,
Sue me for saying the wrong circle.
Yeah, no, you're all good. I was just like, this spell probably has an application that I don't understand. That
To be honest, I forgot magic circle was a thing.
it'd be severely in depth if people could sue you for getting names wrong of things.
I mean, there were points in America where I'm sure they would have tried. I mean, to be fair, magic circle could be useful too, in the sense that creature can't willingly enter the cylinder or non-magic by non-magical means. I mean, we could shut out fiends from it. Also, if it actually, now that I'm reading, it could be super useful. Could also make disadvantage attacks on everybody in the party if he attacks. We also can't be charmed or frightened or possessed by creatures in there. I mean, there's actually a lot of applications to Magic Circle when battling Skygore.
Yeah, but you need to prep it.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. It's a whole minute casting time.
Mhm.
But no, I meant teleportation circle. I misspoke.
Then yeah.
Yeah, because we could use a get the fuck out moment, even though it does take a minute to cast, unfortunately.
Yeah. It is. We need to run and hide, and then give me time to cast the spell. And if anything goes by D&D, we are not going to survive against Skygirl for 10 whole rounds. Down one player.
No. I'm just wondering. Yeah, and I don't know if you're allowed to prep the circle or not. It's like, can we have the? Yeah, I didn't think so. I was like, can you prep the circle? I mean, depending on the situation, I'm thinking honestly, best thing is once the mark is removed, you instantly cast teleportation circle within there, and we just get the fuck out, right? Let's not risk it. Because if Jubei is completely useless for the entire fight, yeah, bad idea to fight something without our tank.
We have a paladin.
I guess that's true. I keep forgetting you're a paladin right now.
Hey, Halani can still tank.
Yeah, and Halani can still tank.
Halani cannot tank.
Well, she can, as long as if people are just trying to get away, she can make it. Like, if people aren't attacking, she can make it so that, it has disadvantage on everyone but her.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And then she can
how
run
long?
the fuck away.
Well, she has
You have
reaction to reduce damage by half.
Once.
And she doesn't
So,
have a terrible AC.
Yeah.
She's an off tank. She's not tanky, but, in a pinch, she's fine.
I mean, yeah.
She's not a squishy. Rogues are not squishy.
I'm back.
Yo, Storm.
Hello, person.
I mean, rogues are half squishy. They used to be way squishier than they are, admittedly.
D8, high AC.
Well, decent AC.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest, man. Once we hit level 10 and 18 AC, that's just okay at the higher levels because most creatures start getting plus 8 to 10 to hit at these levels, right?
Hmm. Well, they have high AC regarding other light armor characters.
Well, yeah, because they're max dex, right?
Yeah. Which is like max of 17.
Yeah, without magic armor.
Yeah. Whereas fighters can get, assuming all the protection stuff, 21.
Yeah, exactly, right? Which is, that's significantly higher if you're talking for the purposes of...
If you're picking a specific tank fighter. Most people, when they play fighter, tend to go for the... Well, not most people, but a lot of people go for, variety of different weapons, either, one-handed, two-handed.
Oh, don't get me wrong. There are other ways to go for it. I mean...
Archer.
But like, and on top of the fact that Jubei's an EK, meaning AC, then boost by another 5 with shield for a round, and like I say, Jubei's our tank. Like he's our hard to destroy tank. That brings up an interesting question. What's the saving throw on, or the charisma save for?
For
well, no, I know the paladin's charisma save would obviously be fucking huge. I'm just trying to think the party. Like, I think our biggest problem is Skygore. I know uses banishment magic.
I mean, as long as everyone's within
10
10 feet of
10 feet.
Stella, then they'll have +5. So,
but also counterspell unless it's at will, which a lot of demons have at will spells.
Yeah, I know.
If we did.
Meaning you'll have to make the save.
But hey,
I mean, there's a reason I took resilience, charisma, partly, right?
Yeah, to fight against Skygore.
Yeah, because Skygore is the person that will destroy him every time. Because last time... Oh.
Yeah, I've been back for a while. You guys are just talking stuff.
No, it's okay. Okay.
I've been back since you guys were talking about Einar's campaign.
Well, we were waiting for Einar.
Yeah.
Who just got back. And then I wanted to check if you were here. But anyways. Starting back up. I believe you guys just got back for food. Is there anything you want to do at this time?
Yeah. So Aurelia's gonna get out one of those seals and present it to her. And do you recognize this?
Who are you presenting it to?
To
Sherry.
Sherry, yes.
No idea.
Okay, thank you.
Insight.
Go ahead. Seems to be telling the truth. She's mentioned that she's somewhat new to the area, to the city. So it's likely that she doesn't know.
If you want any information about that sort of thing, flight is probably your best source of information, considering, tap.
I mean, good place to start, I suppose.
We could try that.
Presenting it to her.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. You make your way over towards her and you kind of present the wax seal to Flight. She kind of looks over.
Oh, I believe this is the wax seal of Darius Alad, but where did you find this?
Just collected it somewhere. Thank you very much.
Oh, all right.
Should we turn back to the group?
Okay.
So, it would appear it is the seal of Mr. Darius Alad.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of guessed that already, but better always nice to have a confirmation.
Mm-hmm.
I think our best bet then is to find out where this Alad's Bordella estate is, and go after and check it out. Maybe that, or go find the captain's estate. One of the two. I mean, we could split up again. Maybe me and Aurelia can kind of like camp out outside the building tomorrow night to see if we can find when the captain goes home, while the rest of you go see if we can find location on the place, right?
The place?
Oh yeah. The House of Alad, Alad. You know that one, House of Alad. Like, maybe that's how we'll split up, to half of us do that, and the other, well, two of us go scout the
Do we
place
know
out.
that house is even here in this city?
Well, I mean, he's got to go in and out from work every day. I can't imagine he's got like a 4-hour commute.
I'm talking about House Alad.
It's not in the city. That's the thing. It's like out of the city. Like, it's an estate, like a villa.
Do we even know what direction?
I mean, that's why we have to look up to see if somebody knows where it is. I mean, someone's got to know. Like the merchants, maybe. They got to get food shipments and stuff, right?
What about that Lost and Found guild?
Oh, maybe they might. No, that's true.
Though you said there was a ledger in there for...
Actually,
them
I got
trading?
an idea, right? How about we have the seal, right?
Yes.
Maybe we can use the seal and say we got a package for them, or we found this thing that dropped and we need to return it to them. Kind of like, return from address, went to the wrong house sort of thing, and got to return it back to the original place.
Perhaps we can forge a letter. We get some sealing wax and use the seal.
Yeah, exactly.
That might be difficult, though, considering none of us know how that man writes.
Well, we don't need the, if it's in an envelope, I don't think they're going to open up the check.
You never know.
Question. When we were looking over the papers, did any of the papers say they were from, with the banknote, wouldn't the banknote have to have the signature of a lot in there?
Mm-hmm.
So we saw a sample of his handwriting on the banknote.
Mm-hmm. Well, his signature.
His signature. Well, that's the signature. Yeah, something at least. At least we got his signature. We saw it at the banknote, right? So, I mean, lots of these noble people don't write their own stuff. They have what you call, one of those people, a scribe, right? And they just put their initials to it.
I suppose.
I mean, if I pick up a forgery kit, I could take a crack at her.
I wonder if this house has the sway to get that other guard out of the prison.
I mean, my guess is they're probably partly responsible for putting him in there, to be honest. I mean, let's be honest. We've got a house out outside of the city limits that is doing business with a highly suspected slaver. Chances are that's where they're selling them to. In fact, that could be the slaver camp for all we know.
Yes, that's what I'm wondering, if it's to the west.
Well, again, I mean, we can ask around town to find out. I imagine somebody must know.
That's fine. Perhaps we should do that in the morning. It's getting quite late.
Well, I mean, yeah, asking around town right now is not going to do as much good.
Sherry, where are you staying in here?
One of the rooms.
Do you want Evelyn's old room?
I mean, I have my own.
Wasn't Evelyn, camping out with somebody?
Yes. I believe she was, actually. I don't remember anymore.
I think it was Andy.
It was a messy situation where
Yeah.
I think the only person with their own room right now is Marcus.
I think we retcon that Aurelia got her own room because she was missing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah.
about right.
So Riley and Marcus got their own rooms.
But thank you for the offer.
I was just merely thinking if these people are diehard after you, they might have discovered where
Yeah.
you're staying.
I don't think they're gonna break into the inn to do it, though. That seems extreme.
Right.
Mm.
Flattering, but
I wouldn't know. I don't work with these people. I don't know what they're capable of.
Well, I mean, if they were capable of just breaking into an inn, they could have got her at any time at her own home, right? Why ambush her in the street?
That is quite curious. You would think they would just try to get her from her home. Well, anyway, it was only an idea or a thought.
It's a good one. I think we're okay.
I don't think they know where I live exactly.
There you go. So we're okay. We'll get a night's sleep in, and tomorrow we'll see if we can investigate this area. So figure out if we can figure out where this house is. This is gonna be awkward for Marcus. He's gonna look over at Sherry, gets a thought, and is, Miss Sherry, I don't suppose with your line of work and all, someone from your business happens to know or have entertained the lord of the house?
No, I don't think so. No.
Oh, okay.
Name's not
I thought
really
fair enough. I thought I'd ask. I know some of them rich folks get up to things.
No.
Well, I guess with that in mind, I guess tomorrow we'll sleep in for the night and take this up in the morning then, eh, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can have your long rest.
Woohoo! I don't think anybody spent anything today.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah,
guys
Lucy is
can see.
Oh, that's right, because you used your teleport. Yeah, you used your Misty Step.
Yeah, so that took my key.
Yeah, I had done nothing. All I do is I lose my expertise stealth because I'm taking a rest. Oh, well. If I need to make the roll again, I can later. So we wake up in the morning.
Okay. Who is down first?
Probably Marcus.
At what time?
What time we go to bed?
10 p.m.
6 a.m.
You down in the main floor?
Yeah, Marcus would probably have gotten up and just get dressed and head down.
Okay. Alright, well, it's rather quiet in the morning. Is there anyone that comes down at around 7 a.m.?
Lucia would probably come down before it starts getting busy to try and help out in the kitchen if, we're not doing anything for a while. Because depending on, what the usual times for different people in the party's wake-up times are.
Okay. So you'd probably be up early as well.
Yeah, Marcus would probably hang out downstairs at 7 a.m. or that's when he gets up, just to kind of keep looking, see if he can notice anything interesting.
Okay. Well, at around 7 a.m., you see a man kind of walk in to the tavern. A familiar face. One you haven't seen for quite some time.
Uh-oh.
What is the uh-oh for?
Sorry, I'm just thinking of all the possibilities. It's not the douchebag who fought Necromancer with us, I'm assuming.
No.
Okay.
However, a different sort of douchebag. You see the kind of black hair and black clothes, kind of dark knight garment, kind of weathered look on his face, but still rather charming. It's kind of cloak drifting behind him, and he's got this new kind of interesting looking sword, well made by his side, as you see Alexander walk into the tavern.
The Alexander.
The Alexander, yes.
He's not dead.
Marcus is just gonna stare at him, blinking like, what the hell, for a couple minutes.
Ah, Marcus. It's good to see you again.
Hey, Alexander, what? Didn't expect to see you here.
I see you're the only one up at the moment.
Yeah, you know what they say, early to bed, early to rise, sort of thing, right?
Well, seeing as I'm here for the rest of you, I'll wait.
Oh, did you want me to go get him?
Sure.
Right, the
That
back
will
of the
make them
flyish.
interested. Appreciate it.
He's gonna knock on the door. Honor! You're not gonna believe who's here!
Let me guess. It can't be that Alexander, could it?
It is, actually!
What?
How'd you know?
Lucky guess. I mean, after all, I did say it sounded like somebody's gonna fall out the sky, and it actually happened.
God.
Did you mention Alexander yesterday?
Well, but I did think about him. I was wondering where he was.
Oh, apparently he's downstairs. He said he has to tell us something.
Marcus, do you think I'm a god? And just
Maybe?
don't know it. Alright, well, let me get decent and I'll go down there.
Okay. He'll go. Ironically, nobody else knows who Alexander is.
Nope.
This stops to think, should I even tell the other two? They don't even know who he is. And Candy seems to be snoring like a bandsaw, so I don't really want to wake her up. Yeah. But yeah, I'll get everybody. Lucia? Aurelia?
Yes, in the kitchen.
Aurelia? You there? Yep.
Yes, I'm up.
Someone downstairs who needs to talk to us, an old companion of ours.
That sounds like it doesn't bode well.
Yeah. We haven't seen him in a bit.
Alright, I'll be down in a minute. Ask for a coffee so I have one ready.
Got it. Cup of Joe, please.
Alright. Okay. As you all kind of get ready and eventually head down, there's a cup of coffee ready for Aurelia. As Alexander's currently sitting by one of the booths, just kind of waiting. He's got a hand mirror by his side, and he's just kind of looking at himself at the moment.
Well, let's see, that hasn't
so-
changed.
Alexander, so what did you want to talk about?
Oh, I'm surprised you haven't left it. I was here to help with a mission that you guys were assigned with.
Oh, you mean that mission?
That's one.
I suppose we could always use a hand.
All right. Well, when are we leaving?
So, I mean, aren't we already here? Marcus is gonna eye Alexander Quill. Just so we know, what mission were we on? Just want to make sure we got the same mission.
The rescue mission.
Yes, the rescue mission.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Well, we're getting pretty close to what we think is the cause of this, but perhaps we should go try to finish that rescue mission.
I mean, do we know where the camp is, right? I guess.
Oh, we know it's westward.
I do have an idea of where it is exactly.
Have you ever heard of the House of Laud?
No, I have not, actually.
Okay.
I suppose we could go get the camper. You know what? If they're connected, I'll bet you the slavers know about the House of Laud.
That's what I was thinking. If they're connected, then instead of running around the city all over the place, maybe we should try a different basket.
Good idea. What's like a day out from here? We said maybe 2.
Something like that.
Roughly 2.
Great. Well, I guess we should get going then.
All right. Well, things should
Uh,
be going on its way
before
now.
we- This is before we leave, though. Marcus will go up and knock on Miss Shelley's door to let her know we're leaving.
All right. What is it?
Oh, sorry, Miss Shelley. I just thought we're going to be leaving the city for a couple of days. If you need anything, though, just holler or we'll come a running. Wait a minute, I guess you don't really have that power, do you?
No, I don't.
I tell you what, I'll have Crystal keep in touch with you once a day.
Who?
Or Lucia. Sorry, I'm breathing the thing. I'll have Lucia keep in touch with you once a day.
All right. Well, have fun.
We will, thank you. Heads back then. Okay, ready to go.
Perfect. Well, now that I'm here, I'm sure we can get things speeded along. I was told of this a few days ago, actually, but I was held off considering there was some implications, and I was advised not to arrive. Oh, just that it wasn't being investigated in the current moment, which I thought odd, but I was also advised that we still had plenty of time.
Yes, well, what happened is we got here and one of the guard captains got arrested for slavery, so we started looking into that, and I asked some folks in high places if they were connected, and they seem to think that they are, so we're here and already investigating this thing.
Ah, I
Though,
see.
though they did make a point to try to get this done before the month,
All right.
as soon as possible, but again, that kind of sidetracked us.
Well, that's fair.
To be fair, we've only been here 2 days. I mean, it seems longer, but...
It feels like 2 months, Marcus.
Guess we'll head off, then.
All right. So making your way from the city, I assume.
Yeah, we're heading west.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll head towards the slaver camp, yep.
Make your way out of the city, eventually making your way into the forest, slowly into the away from Alabasta City. So, how have you all been? It's been quite some time. I'm sure you've missed my presence.
Horribly.
Sounds
It's been fine. I don't know why he says it's been horrible.
No, I mean missing him.
Oh, right. Of course. Of course.
get up to anything interesting while I was gone.
Well, we all got some really neat powers.
Oh, so did I.
Oh, Kenan, did you have to fight an evil spirit of the death to get him as well?
Actually, something of the sorts, yes. I
Oh,
wouldn't
Nate.
call it death, but more darkness.
What have you been
fair,
up
fair.
to?
What have I been up to? Well,
Yes.
I guess now that we're away from these companions, you're different. Sorry, I didn't notice. I was too focused on other things.
Like your mirror?
Indeed. But my name is Alexander. It is nice to meet you. Hell looks over towards Aurelia and Lucia.
I'm Aurelia. It's a pleasure.
Now, you all fall under the same banner, correct? That they
We're
know.
all friends?
Right. No, that wasn't.
You mean omens?
Indeed. Just wanted to make sure I was.
I'm pretty sure, yes.
Very well. What happened to the other lot? Evelyn, Rhea, they died.
No, they did not die. Wait, you met Rhea?
Wait, did Alexander?
I don't think Alexander ever met Rhea.
Alexander saw Rhea.
No. No, Alexander never met or saw Rhea.
No, Alexander definitely saw, because remember, she was one
Saw
of the
her.
unconscious ones at the table.
Oh, yeah.
Else.
But I mean, it's true. She was unconscious, yeah.
But I
mean,
don't remember.
no,
if-
she
I don't
left.
think he was there
He's
when.
never
No,
told
Ares
me.
left when you were introduced, so you were just in a
Yeah.
conscious
Yeah.
body, so like he would have no reference for that.
I think it was like the session I joined was pretty much the session that Ares stopped
Yeah.
playing.
So
Yeah.
he wouldn't know. He probably wouldn't know her name. He probably be like, what happened to Evelyn and that purple-haired girl?
Well, Evelyn decided to go do some personal errands and will be gone for some time. And the purple-haired one, well, she ended up waking up and traveled with us for a little bit, but then left as well.
Hmm. Interesting. A lot of people leaving, apparently.
As well. Not everybody is equipped for such responsibilities, I guess.
That's so meta. But in
My old uncle Benji used to tell me that.
Benji,
Yes, Benji.
interesting name.
As he said, with great power comes great responsibility.
For fuck's sake. In any case, as for myself, I've been, well, working with my goddess. Well, with angels of sorts, but celestial.
Does Alexander have his symbol visible?
Yes.
What god?
It is me brain farting.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Lysario.
Oh, yes.
But in any case, that is what I've been up to for the past month. Been a month. Me checking in-game time. 13. Yeah, no, it's been exactly 1 whole month now. Wow. Well, actually, no. No. I started recording at different time. No, it's been a month and a half-ish.
We got a castle.
You have a castle, and you didn't invite
Yeah.
me to it.
Well,
I
we
mean,
had
to
no
be
way
fair,
of
we had no
contacting
idea
you.
where you were.
True.
You just disappeared.
You never asked.
Well, how can we ask when you just disappear?
I mean, I'm sure you have one of those spells. Send messages over long distances.
But Lucia never met you.
Evelyn did.
Yeah, she's been a little out of it of late.
I see.
Very distracted. Well, fair enough.
But in any case, back on the road again. I've heard there's something brewing, something that should be more cautioned about.
Oh? I mean, Marcus did have some spicy food last night.
Not that sort of brew.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that my tea I was just making before?
What's brewing?
Regardless, the return of the Kaisen Wars.
Ah.
Yeah, that's bad.
You know, Marcus, remember that time we fought that tornado?
Oh yeah, I remember.
I mean, that was a fun time. I killed a tornado, by the way, Alexander.
You
but,
killed a tornado.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, he cut that wind like nobody's business.
Indeed.
Very well done indeed.
But when we finished him off, there was a large skull in the sky.
I was advised that he would be the first of the rest to be returning.
Didn't something else happen, Marcus? Didn't he?
At which point?
We ran into him after we fought that thing in the asylum.
Yeah,
or
we
whatever.
saw something like that when we battled the Spectre thing. Yeah, something like that was going on.
Yeah.
But in any case, glad you're all doing well.
Well, as well as can be expected, honestly. Whew! Things are getting kind of hectic all of a sudden.
Really? Was there things happening within the city?
Well, I mean, apart from people being kidnapped as slaves.
Ah. Right. Fair.
Yes.
Oh, and there was this weird, like, superhero-like person in there, apparently.
Oh yes, Dayman.
J-Man.
Dayman. Yes. Marcus, you got that photo you made of him?
Yeah, I got right here.
Right.
Just, I just like to imagine Alexander looks at this and it's like, ah, if only you could capture my visage so well.
I said the first time I roll well on a goddamn paint check in, it's build a portrait of Dayman.
That's actually really well done. Did you paint that, Marcus?
Oh yeah! Well, some of my best work, honestly. Don't know what it is about his description that spoke to me.
You should do a portrait of me next.
I suppose we got the time for it. Maybe we'll do it after we free the slaves.
Sure, we should have plenty of time while we're out camping out here.
I suppose, yeah, we could do while we're taking the night.
Good. I'll be looking forward to seeing it.
Sounds good.
So you travel for about a day within the city's still region. You see a few scouts kind of making their way along the area. Every so often, like every couple of hours or so, some people still traveling along the roads. Eventually you veer off of it, heading... Well, actually, would you keep to the roads, or would you kind of head
I mean, we
more?
make the straightest path to it, right?
Yeah, I don't see a reason why we wouldn't keep to the road.
I mean, time saving depends, like, how off the road, beaten road this thing is.
I guess straightest path, yeah.
Actually, no, you keeping to the road would be fine, actually.
Yeah, I mean, we'll keep to the road if it's not going to, like, add a lot of hours.
Marcus, I had an idea.
Yeah, what's that?
Well, I got this leftover mithril still. What if I made you a mithril quarterstaff?
You think that'd be useful?
Well, I imagine it could be.
I mean, I could give it a crack.
I just realized quarterstaff is the versatile option.
It does. I don't think it does anything unless I'm smacking a freaking golem with it.
No, it'll let you use versatile with one hand.
Which would be great if I, used a shield or... like, it's still useless for a monk.
How? It's a D8 versus a D6.
It's always a D8 with a monk, right? Because a monk makes unarmed strikes, so you just strike and then you, like, let go and punch with your fist, right?
You don't even have to let go. You can use your unarmed strike as a kick.
Exactly, so it literally does nothing for a monk.
What I guess.
Also, miscalculated.
Fine, never mind. God.
I'm just saying.
Oh!
You're supposed to make me a staff out of auriculate, like that +2 damage stuff a while ago is what we talked about.
Yeah, I don't have any.
Honestly, Honor, maybe you should make yourself, like, armor out of it. That way you can be, like, quieter. I heard that stuff does better for, like, being quiet.
No. I'm just gonna use it for armor so I can make Lucia something nice.
Lucia blush.
You're gonna make me something nice.
Yes,
Did we have a conversation about this? I'm not sure.
we did.
In character?
No, I think we did it out of character.
Yeah, I remember doing it out of character. I just couldn't remember if we did it in character and I was just being an idiot.
What you making?
Well, she's little. I figured a lightweight plate mail, such as mithril plate mail, would be good for her.
Well, yeah, that'd be useful. Take a while to make, I imagine, though.
Yes. A while, but I can deal with it.
Heck, that'd be great.
But I have a top secret project that I'll be doing tonight.
So you intend to be beating your metal in the woods at night?
Yes, Marcus, yes. Maybe the quiet will make it easier for me to beat my metal.
I suppose so.
I'll try not to be too loud.
Fair enough.
If all goes well, I only need 4 hours to do what I'm going to do.
Are we gonna have that much time? I mean, we're kind of on the move.
I miscalculated. The place is like 4 days away from Albasto.
Oh shit! So we got 4 days to wait. Okay. So week journey there and back.
Mhm.
Technically speaking, I think you can only like go 8 hour walk 8 hours a day anyway.
Without pushing exhaustion.
Yeah.
Wouldn't we be taking like a cart or something?
Are you taking a cart? I didn't hear.
I
I
would
can't afford a
imagine
cart.
if it was that far away, we would, right?
I mean, if it's that, I mean that distance. I mean, if we got horses, we get there in 2 days, right? No, you guys get horses. Like Marcus literally is as fast as a horse.
I am Baroque.
I got 300 gold.
Actually, Lucy
Lucius.
is.
Yeah, Lucia's got like 40 gold almost.
Almost 40.
40 or
Candy can buy.
39 gold pieces.
How much is
woohoo?
a horse?
Can't
How
remember.
much gold does Aurelia got?
114.
The beast tree, not how much it is. How much is a horse?
I think it's like 75 gold for a horse. I could be wrong.
Riding horse.
Yeah, riding horse is 75 gold. So Marcus doesn't need a horse because he's as fast as a horse already. Or close enough to... Or no, I guess a horse moves at 60 feet. So yeah, Marcus wouldn't be as quite fast as a riding horse.
I have 56 gold.
Hold up, let me work this out. So if we've got 75 gold and we need 5 horses for everybody.
6.
So Lucia doesn't really need her own horse. She could share because she's small.
Well, that's it. We don't... the smaller... Yeah, we could share with Lucia and the lighter people. Lucia and Candy could share a horse.
It's 375 gold that we need.
I have that. Almost. I got 320. And we can sell the horses back when we come back, right?
That's fine.
Alexander can purchase his own horse.
Yeah, if Alexander, I figured, Alex, so we only need 4 horses.
It's 300 gold.
Yeah, so 300 gold. Marcus could foot the bill, and then we sell them back at, sell them back when we get back. We should be getting near full price, or maybe there's a place that rents horses, and you get a down payment. I don't know.
Though, perhaps we could, well... As I say, my flower card idea would be nice.
Yeah, hard to go through the woods without... That's why we need horses, because we're not going on the road. And carts through, forests are a frickin' nightmare.
One day I'll get to do my flower cart.
But we'd travel twice as fast, so instead of making 4 days, it'd be 2 days if we took horses. Which, let's be honest, time's kind of the essence on both sides, right?
That's fine.
Hey, Marcus will foot the bill for 300 gold then to get the horses we need.
Alexander will pitch in for an extra. Oh, for a horse, actually. So
Lucia
you can
will
flex
offer any of her money.
How much does Lucia have? 20 gold, you said?
I said 39.
Don't worry about it. I'll foot the bill.
So deduct 225.
Marcus
Think
is down
of
to
it as a,
94 gold.
Offering.
Oh, that's quite nice of you.
Of course.
I'm sure we can sell, get some of my money back when we get back with them anyways.
Indeed.
And let's be honest, Marcus doesn't need fucking money. I literally am already fully attuned, so I don't even have something I'd want to buy.
So, making your way on horseback, eventually you reach nighttime without any issues. Heading more outwards, outside of the jurisdiction, from this day onwards, you might be met with implications. But for the most part, it's relatively safe for the first day.
Okay.
Still might want to keep watches though. Like,
Oh yeah, we'll keep watches. Marcus, we need 3 watches. Marcus can take. Hey, Marcus will take middle watch since he's got dark vision with his goggles, so it makes sense for him to do that.
Einar can do first watch.
All right.
Then I guess that means. Oh,
Yeah, I can get the last one.
Lucia, who are you going with?
Whoever.
Because there's 6 people, so it should be 2 people a watch.
We still got 8 hours before we do our rest, right?
Um.
Is that
8
how it
hours.
works with horses?
Yes. I believe they
While
follow the
we're-
rules.
Yeah, while we're just kind of like hanging out, I'm gonna try and forge a phasium short sword.
Okay.
This is gonna be a tough check, possibly,
Let me phasium.
because the short sword is a DC 14, but the phasium is a +9,
So 25.
so 25,
Yeah, it's not that hard considering your
That's-
modifier.
23. DC 23. Okay. Alrighty, I'm gonna give her a rip.
Go ahead.
Oof, nope.
Ooh, if only I used Duvar. That's okay. I can try it again. I get 2 checks since it's 8 hours.
Well,
Yes.
I mean, realistically, you wouldn't have a full 8 hours too, Nano, because you got to spend an hour to eating and everything else. So you want to play by the rules.
So it is.
Who eats for an hour?
Well, no, but your meal, because you got to do 3, right? It's 8 hours of travel, probably an hour's worth of resting, just for various stuff, and then you got an 8 hour sleep, and then 6 hours to do stuff. But I mean, it's how you want. It's how Nano wants.
I guess it's 6.
Okay, long
Yeah.
poops.
Long poops, yeah.
Long poops.
You would be at around 6 p.m. would be when you've would be hold on. Around 6 p.m. would be when basically you would have to find camp. So this would be the first 2 hours. And then you can push. No, you can do another 2 if you want.
Okay,
Not another 2, another check.
I'll do another check. Wow.
Okay.
Nope.
Well, this stuff is weird.
Unfortunately, as you're kind of working on the material itself, it is something that you are not very familiar with, and the actual metal itself kind of responds towards nature in a very interesting way. And there are times when you have to it kind of bogs down you working on it, because at times there's kind of small little roots and shrubbery growing out of the metal itself, and you have to kind of scrape it off, and it's messing with how you're working with it and how you're forging it exactly. But during that 4-hour period, you are not able to get any work done, and 1 more failure means you lose
2
The
ingots.
material.
the 2 ingots. Yeah.
So why about 5?
Okay.
Short sword, 2 hours.
Actually, it would half the materials. It would be 1 ingot. Because a short sword's 3 ingots total.
Is a short sword? Okay, short sword's 4 hours. Okay, yeah.
Well, I suppose it depends whether you round up or down for it, but yeah.
It says rounded down.
Around, okay, yeah. Okay, so let's do our watches then, guys. So first watch, I think, was Einar and, what, Lucia?
Lucia said BRB, so I can just do it.
I can roll it for her.
I can give her advantage, I guess.
Are you proficient?
I'm proficient in perception.
Okay. Probably the best way to do it, because she's probably got a higher perception than you. Or maybe not. Clerics don't get perception as a skill.
Oh, they just have high whiz.
Yeah.
Oh,
15.
it's literally the same as mine then.
Yeah, just a +4.
Yeah.
Seemingly nothing. Occurring throughout. Next watch.
I guess Marcus, and I guess I'll take Candy with me for simplicity's sake.
Okay.
So, perception. Is Candy proficient with perception?
I don't think so. Oh wait, she is.
Then I'll take mine at advantage. 25.
Also nothing. Watch goes by without an issue. And then...
Hey,
oh, there
Zip.
we go.
Now's your nat 1 time. As we all get eaten alive by a red dragon that snuck up on us.
I'd be impressed. Okay.
If no one asks Alexander to take our watch, he will not.
Yes, I know, but that's up.
She doesn't really know him, so she probably wouldn't have asked.
It would have been more, yeah, it would have been more along the lines when watchers were talking about Alexander would not have offered.
Einar would ask him to.
Yeah, let's be honest. Einar would have told them to.
Okay. Then he'll be up as well.
Hey, they can both make their perception checks. Oh,
Ugh.
God. I almost called it. I was one off. All right. Well, yeah, what's Alexander's?
At least she's.
Wow. Wow. Yep, here comes the red dragon, guys.
I have my morning coffee, okay?
Jeez.
Throughout the watch,
Alexander's too busy perceiving himself.
how do I do this?
In English? Very carefully.
See, actually, well, yeah, nothing happens, I guess.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, basically, I rolled a nat 20, and it was supposed to be something good happened, but because both of you rolled terrible in perception, you don't notice anything.
Of course. At least it wasn't something bad happened and they didn't notice.
Yeah.
Oh, I can just feel the star metal going away. The uber rare star metal.
The meteorite hits, like, 60 feet away, and neither of them notice.
I still find it hilarious that I called it with the nat 1 and then we got a double twos. It was one off.
But anyways, you wake up in the morning without an issue.
Well, glad to see that was going. Let's head off for the next day. We'll be at the camp by tomorrow. Oh, I guess Marcus would have painted the painting while Einar was playing with his metal, so I guess I'll take a crack at that too before we go off.
Alrighty.
I hope you not want it, because it's Alexander.
17. Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very good painting, actually. Alright. Mind if I keep it?
No, go right ahead.
Take it up. Make sure not to, like, scrunch it up as he rolls it over and puts it in his bag of holding.
Hey, off to the camp.
Alrighty. You'll make your way throughout the morning and journey on throughout the day. Eventually, it kind of comes down towards the evening, and you're about, give or take, a few hours away. And you might need to get there in the next morning. But you find
Hey, guys,
yourself. You find yourself in the dirt, and coming back towards the road again. Kind of weaving in between, on and off it, whichever helps keep you on track. Eventually, you find that the path, the road, comes near towards a lake, small lake. Nothing too big. If you're setting up camp, roll me a survival check.
Before we do, though, Marcus would turn and he goes, "Hey, do we want to push on ahead? I mean, catch him at night, as opposed to going in the morning?"
Well, I mean, we can try.
That's a suggestion. Man, we might be risking some exhaustion, but
Well, what do the rest of you think?
I mean,
Think
let's
you can
be
power
actually.
through?
That's a good, actually interesting point. If we push on ahead, technically, wouldn't it be the horses taking the exhaustion, not us?
Have you ridden a horse
Yes.
for 8 hours before?
Yeah.
True. I mean, yeah, we would be sore butts, admittedly, but I don't think we'd be exhausted from it.
No. You're not doing the walking.
Yeah,
No, but you'd be walking bow-legged.
that's fine. Marcus walks boat. Marcus is officially a one-horse town boy. He's used to having horses.
Oh my god.
I mean, I like getting my beauty rest in, but that's what you all plan to do.
I mean, makes sense. I mean, we're trying to break in and try to take care of these guys. Better to do it at night.
I mean, I really don't think it's fair on the horses.
I mean, they'll get lots of rest once we're done.
Well, what do you think, Aurelia? A night strike?
I mean, night does give a lot more cover and a lot more advantage to us. But part of me is also with the horses. Would they give us a way to getting closer?
Well, I mean, that happens day or night, doesn't it?
I guess.
I mean, how about we get like within... If we can see the camp at a distance, we tie the horses up and then we head in on foot, right?
That sounds good.
Very well.
And we will see in the dark, so it makes the most sense. Oh, wait, Aurelia, can you see in the dark?
Yes.
Okay, we all see in the dark, so it makes the most sense.
Wait, can Alexander see the dog?
Yeah, he's an ASMR.
Yes, I forgot.
Well, it seems we have our plan.
Hey, let's go! And we'll ride up till we see the camp in the distance.
Okay. As you make your way through, as you kind of, for the next 2 hours, journeying along towards the camp. Try to check something.
I mean, the other thing, too, is as far as the horse's exhaustion goes, we can give them a couple hours before we move out, too, because we want to hit at night.
Okay. As you make your way along the road, eventually passing by, still along the what is essentially kind of the main road as it kind of leads, almost heading towards where you would need to leave off into deeper into the forest. I'm actually gonna go ahead and leave it off there.
Any chance you think we'll have a full crew next week? Zamp, are you going to be missing in Nikki shows? Just asking. We know you're switching. Are you going to be Nikki next week? I'm just asking.
You mean Fortnite?
You'll have to be here to find out.
Or the week after, yeah. Yeah, we'll stop and record.